I'm back, man. Um, I just wanted to say one thing, man. Sorry, guys. Um, I was supposed to be sitting down, but this was so. I've been planning to have a comeback, but then I didn't think it was gonna be tonight, so I don't have my gimbal. So this camera is sitting on a my hard drive. I feel like I say the same stuff every single year. Every year I do like two, and then I'm finished. But now, hopefully, it's different. Okay. But anyway, back to the point. I was supposed to be sitting down, not standing. So I ain't wearing no underwears or whatever. You know what I mean? I'm chilling. I'm steady chilling. So okay, and shout out to the mic. I just decided to put on my do rag. Um, hopefully you can hear me clearly. But yeah, last week something sparked, right? So that's fun. Obviously, I've been I've been what do you call it? I've been chopping pies every day and stuff. And then there was a point last year where I decided to buy food so I can have, I don't say healthier meals, but stuff that fills me up nicely and I can be good for rugby practice, you know what I mean? In terms of protein rich food or whatever you call that boozy stuff. I don't know. Guys, this bulge is bothering me. Um so so yeah. Maybe if I stand like this, yeah. So anyway, um so I said let me do my thing. And then last year I asked Dineo to the person that cleans the place basically to cook for me, and then I'll pay her. And I did that initially and everything, and it was okay. It was nice, but you know what I mean. But the things I wasn't learning anything of that anyway, like what to buy. Like she'd tell me what to buy, but like obviously there's specific things I want, but I just don't know what the concept is, right? So then so then so then what do I do? Last week, and every single time I buy a lot, and I end up not finishing it. And there's so many things. I don't know if I'll get to the fridge, but anyway. So last week, 2 weeks ago, I think I decided to go buy my own stuff, and I said I'm just gonna buy like a week's or 2 weeks worth, so that when it finishes, I know what I want next. You know what I mean? And just keep it simple and add on to that. You know what I mean? Like I always used to cook when I was younger, but I was cooking for my like dad and mamzo, but that was the same stuff like brown rice, hake, kakaka, like simple stuff. Like when it was my turn, they said I can pretty much do the stuff I know, which was like I think two types of meals or whatever. So beyond that, I honestly didn't know anything. You know what I mean? But anyway, yeah. So initially, I just wanted to start this channel up again, just for making my meals, and then have like a nice name. You know what I mean? Of the cooking channel or branch off. I don't know how people do that. They'll go YouTube. Let me check if. Oh man! Shout out to this um camera. I can literally see myself, guys. Yo, the Fuji was struggling. Oh, um, this is for you, Polusho, to see yourself when you watch the video, because no one watching this ass. Anyway, Polusho, remember when you used to use this, bro? Best camera. I love this camera. Anyway, I should start using it again for photos. Um, so then, yeah, man. And I don't know what to call it. Ja, ja, ja. But it has to be very bitty. You know what I mean? Um, and yeah, so the just the concept of making it easy and then building up to that, and basically not wasting food, because I've had so many times where I'd buy like you see the fresh stuff that you have to like really chop or make in like 2 3 days, like your like the veggies, bro, like especially tomatoes. Those things just rot after like two. I don't know if it's the fridge or they rot. Um, what else? The onions just freeze. This fridge is tripping, yo. But anyway, first meal I made mince rice, and I think that was it. That was last week. So then I was and I put potatoes in the thingy and onions, I think, in the mince. So that was like first steps. Obviously, rice is rice, whatever. Um, am I tripping or does basmati rice cook quicker? Must look that up. Sharp, and then the second thing, rice, basmati, oh, and then the mince and everything. Sharp, fried up, whatever. I won't lie, guys. I looked the stuff up again. I won't lie. I know it's something simple, but believe me, I'm gonna be far just like my sister one day. Like all my sisters, matter of fact, you know what I mean? But anyway, the specific one that cooks, that's degreed up for cooking. But anyway, um, cook. Oh, and then that's pretty much what I did. But I've been so scared to put in like soup, guys. I can't even make soup. I know you mix water, you do some mixture. I don't know, but it honestly it chows me. But anyway, so I wanted to put gravy and stuff, but I'm just like how and when I have to do research. But like, you know what I mean? And I started last week. That was perfect timing because I messed up my knee. So yeah, I messed up my knee. Um, so I had time, so no practice. So next week I'm gonna have to adapt and see how I can work this cooking and whatever. But anyway, so there was no soup; it was dry. Oh, and then I like putting cool beans. You know what I mean? In there, and then mix it, and then yeah, that's pretty much it. And then this week I pretty much did the same thing, but added tomatoes. So that's my upgrade. And then next week I wanna add soup. So I was with my boy Kamo, he cooks a lot. And I was like, dude, what la sopo so that I can put in the mince to make. I don't know what my mom does, but it's so it's not dry, bro. You know what I mean? So he said, I'm telling him about la sopo, but then he said, oh, you mean like a relish? I don't know. You know what I mean? I'm assuming he thought I'm talking about the soup that you drink, but I meant actual soup that I can mix in. I ended up buying the relish, but that relish is like, oh, that's for like, I know what he meant by, I think I know what relish means now. It's nice, but it has to be like literally kavoroso, kalosai thing, or that specific one at least. You know what I mean? So yeah, I know I'm dragging this long. It's almost like I'm flexing that I can do something, which I can because it's my channel. You know what I mean? And at best, I'm gonna forward this to like two people. Okay, maybe like three, four, five. You know what I mean? Nah, let me not go there, guys. Anyway, okay, I have a confession already. Episode one or whatever. I have this thing where I think people are in my brain. Nah. So here's my concept. I've always imagined my Lomo to to ask me, what do you do in your spare time, whatever. Like, can I get to know you? And then I just forward, and then okay, there's two, and I just forward this YouTube thing, and then I'm just like, yeah, here's how I've been growing in the last year. What else? Some random cock like you know what I mean? Oh, and then the other one was always, I've always thought maybe I was just aiming too high. You know what I mean? I've always thought that my Lomo would be so obsessed with me that she would look me up. And obviously, if you search Polo Sopaholo on YouTube, I mean on the internet, I think maybe my portfolio would be there, my TikTok, Instagram-ish portfolio page. But I always delete TikTok and it's yeah, I don't know, whatever pops up. But I think there's some rugby and basketball stuff. But then eventually there should be my YouTube there. It should be YouTube first because I have a video on there that I did for work that had like a lot of views for Nasty C, and Nasty C, like it was like 20-second video, and I just always thought she would see that because she's stalking me, she's trying to find out stuff about me, and then for it's like, bro, this is you, why didn't you tell me? lie, chief. Won't happen, boy. It's not a series, this one, boy. Oh, it's still going. So, yeah, and honestly, I've also been scared. Just I wouldn't say scared, but I just wanted like a proper setup. But it's fine. It's not that deep. We'll level up. And I was watching this girl. I think her name is Shami, so whatever. I watched the episode today. Yo, bro, I like watching South African stuff, man. Like I like seeing people that are like free. Yo, they just do whatever they want, man. This Shamiso girl, she's like face tats. I think it's Shamiso. I saw a few of her snippets before I deactivated TikTok, and then I saw on my YouTube. I was like, damn, I'm definitely watching. Like, we're so used to watching those American guys. Yo, it's crazy that when you like, it's like like this accent's from SA, bro. And wow, but anyway, shout out to her. Um, and I feel like the more I watch her, I might be tempted to get like I already do want tattoos, but like I'll be even more tempted to get tattoos. You know what I mean? Um, I've yeah. Okay, this can't be a cooking thing. I'll mention the cooking and then whatever. What else want to talk about? Um, is there even a memory card in here? Anyway, guys, and yeah, bro, guys, remember the last? I think the last video I did was it my kujo. Um, I was like, I did a video last year, and then I got this job. By the way, I'm using camera from work, and everything I'm using is from work, and um, you never know what happens. If anyone, this would be Kira watching this. Kira, if you are watching this, and you decide to forward it to LJ, nah, bro. Like, I'm experimenting. I'm checking how audio levels work.